I work as an English teacher in Indonesia. It's a quiet rural town in central Java, surrounded by rice fields, old forests, and the kinds of stories that tourists usually laugh at, until they stay too long. The school I work at is simple. It doesn't have air conditioning, the walls are chipped, and during the dry season, dust from the roads covers everything like a second skin. Still, I've grown used to it. I love the food. I love the people. But I've never quite grown used to the silence at night. One evening, after a small staff meeting, I decided to walk home instead of calling an ojek. It was just past midnight, and I thought the 15-minute walk might help clear my head. I've done it before, plenty of times. The village is safe, or so I thought. The road I took was narrow, paved with uneven stones, flanked by old trees that seemed to lean in just a little too much. There are a few houses scattered along the way, but most are empty after 9 p.m. The only sounds came from crickets, the occasional bark of a stray dog, and my own footsteps. About halfway down the path, I saw someone up ahead, a girl, maybe 7 or 8 years old, walking slowly holding a lantern. At first, I thought it was just one of the neighborhood kids playing dress-up or walking with a parent, but I didn't see anyone else. Just her. Her long black hair hung over her shoulders, and she wore an old-fashioned white dress, like something out of a colonial photo. She walked with small, deliberate steps. The lantern in her hand swayed side to side with each step, casting flickers of yellow light on the ground. I slowed down. Something felt off. "Hey, are you okay?" I asked, keeping my distance. She didn't turn around, just kept walking. "Are you lost? Where's your house?" Still nothing. I was about to call out again, but something in me resisted. The deeper part of my brain, the one that recognizes danger before logic kicks in, was screaming, "Don't approach her." So I crossed the road instead, walking faster, keeping my eyes down. After maybe 10 seconds, I looked back. She was gone. Not walking, not running, just gone. There was nowhere she could have gone. No houses nearby, no corners to hide behind, just a straight open road. I tried to laugh it off. Maybe my eyes were tired, maybe it was a trick of the light. But when I got home, I couldn't sleep. I kept hearing the soft clink of a glass lantern outside my window. Every time I looked, there was nothing, but the sound never stopped. The next day, I casually brought it up with a colleague at school. I didn't want to sound crazy, so I made it sound like a joke. "Hey, weird question. Are there any local stories about a girl with a lantern?" Her expression dropped immediately. "You saw her?" she asked quietly. I shrugged. "I mean, maybe, probably just a kid." She didn't laugh. "Was it around 3 a.m.? "Closer to 1, I think." She sighed in relief. "Then you're lucky." I asked her what she meant, and that's when she told me the story. About 5 years ago, a little girl named Anissa disappeared. No one knew what happened. Her parents said she went to bed like normal. When they woke up, the door was open, and she was gone. A week later, her body was found in the river near the edge of the forest. Her hands were tied, her mouth gagged, her eyes still open. The case was never solved. The parents moved away and life went on. But then the sightings started. Locals began reporting a girl in white, walking alone at night with an old lantern. Always around 3 a.m., always near the school road, never speaking, just walking. Anyone who followed her disappeared. There was a man in 2022, a tourist from Jakarta. He followed the girl thinking she was lost. His body was found 3 days later in the same river where Anissa had been discovered. I thought about what I saw. The pale skin, the white dress, the way she vanished without a sound. I asked my colleague what people usually do when they see her. "You don't look at her," she said. "You don't speak to her. You walk quickly and you pray she doesn't stop." I didn't walk home again for months. I didn't even go near that road at night, but last week it happened again without warning. I was staying late to grade papers. Around 2:45 a.m. I left the school and called an ojek, but the app wasn't working. It was either wait until dawn or walk. Against my better judgment, I started walking. The road was darker than usual, not a single light from the houses. The trees felt heavier, thicker. Even the insects were quiet. Then far ahead, there it was. The soft glow of a lantern. She was back. I froze. Thil's time, the girl wasn't walking away. She was facing me. Not moving. Just holding the lantern. I couldn't see her face. Her hair covered most of it. but I swear I could feel her staring at me like her eyes were pressing into mine. I turned around and ran. I don't remember breathing. I don't remember anything except the sound of my own footsteps and the cold rush of terror climbing my spine. I didn't stop running until I reached my gate. I slammed the door, locked everything, turned every light on in the house, and then I sat in the corner of the living room shaking. That was 4 days ago. Since then I haven't seen her again, but each night, always at 3 a.m. sharp, the lantern outside my window turns on. I don't even own a lantern. And every night I hear the same sound. A tiny voice, not loud, not angry, just sad. Dad, help me.